for excuses. And this takes audacity, this takes boldness.
What you would desire. In the first month, you realize that you've got maybe even half your vision board manifested.
You need to have a positive self-concept.
Have you ever reached the end of the year having not manifested not even one single thing from your vision board? Your self-concept is the key to you manifesting everything on your vision board. What is a self-concept? Your self-concept are your self-beliefs. What essentially is who you are. So by asking yourself, who am I? Those answers that you've already started imagining is the self-concept that you have. Now the question is your self-concept positive or negative?
So, for example, the only difference between an entrepreneur who excels in the marketplace versus an entrepreneur who doesn't, minus the disabilities, is their self-concept.
The entrepreneur, in most cases, who would be excelling in their marketplace has had a fruitful environment where they are positively spoken upon, they have resources at hand,
yes,
or they've developed a personal development that is of high esteem. Versus an entrepreneur who isn't excelling in the marketplace, they could have had an environment where people were envious of them, so they lost morale to continue going forward. They have maybe had so many setbacks where they felt they haven't actually had any progress, so they wouldn't even decide to go forth and excel in what is desired in their life. Because let's face it, every time that we encounter someone who doesn't have faith in us, it can negatively impact our lives.
Yes, without even us realizing, because our subconscious is always at play. It's always working. So that's why it's important to realize these things, because the universe picks all of these things up.
And your paradigm is essentially your habits that you do daily. So having a strong self-concept of saying, for example, I am successful, I am rich, I am a positive thinker, I am magnetic, all of these I ams shape your paradigm, and your paradigm is your subconscious that was instilled into your mind at an early childhood. Your conscience is what shapes you right now as an adult. That's when your environment has an ability to impact it. So if you have your self-concept that is positive, essentially the universe is going to send synchronicities that you're now aware of, and these synchronicities are a bridge that get you to your desired outcome. This is why having a self-concept that is strong will enable you to have awareness that will help you see what is essentially already all around you.
Yes, a lot of the times people may think that they don't have opportunities ahead of them, that they actually have to wait for opportunities to come to them. But once you change your mindset and you program it, you end up seeing the opportunities were actually there all along.
And it's scientifically proven that it takes about 21 days for you to instill a habit. So your habits will give you your desired outcome if you follow them routinely. And this is where I believe our vision board comes in.
Yes.
Because when you have a vision before your eyes, you will naturally aspire and desire to have that fulfilled in your right now reality.
So when I first started my reinvention journey, without even realizing what I was doing, but you see, this is what happens when you also have that mindset of wanting to improve who you are. I was focused on being. I wasn't focused on attaining materialistic things, but that's where the cool part comes in. Because when I was focused on being, I ended up attaining those materialistic things anyway. Because we all know that quote about the universe, you don't attract what you want, you attract who you are. So I had that desire to dress a certain way, to be more elegant and to be more classy, because essentially that is actually who I am and what I've always desired.
But it was on your vision board, right?
Yes, it also was.
Although I think it was more of the fact that she embodied it. She was being a radiant, elegant woman.
I changed my mindset and programmed myself to behave in a certain way. I used to speak a certain way and I changed that. I used to show up in a certain way and I changed that to who I wanted to be. So this was me changing my habits. And then the universe granted me the opportunities to literally physically go out there and purchase what I want to wear so that I can show up and be my higher self.
And what's amazing here, this is where synchronicities come in. She didn't actually have to spend her own money.
Yes.
Even though she could. She was blessed with gift cards to purchase items at the stores which would align with her elegant self, with her higher self. This is what I mean by it doesn't necessarily mean you have to have your resources all lined up for you to obtain your desired life. Sometimes it actually doesn't even work out like that. You might think, oh yeah, you know what? They're wealthy. This is why they have everything in their life. But no, actually, you're not sure what they may have done to have to get what they desire. But being then blessed or having opportunities presented to you calls for also a higher level of thinking to put two and two together that, hey, wow, this opportunity has been presented to me. I'm not going to say, oh, this is nice. And then it just goes. It's like, why is nothing actually manifesting in my life? Hello. We are actually sharing with you based on experience because we don't want you to go through that.
And you see, when you focus on developing a positive self-concept, the universe recognizes that immediately. Because that was my focus. I wasn't focused on trying to get these things. I was focused on being. And that is what you need to focus on. You need to focus on being who you want to be.
Now let's give them an accurate tool, because I know I've heard so many people tell me what I need to do, but I'm like, how do I do it? This is where the vision board comes into play, but the key here is adding your affirmations. So remember in the beginning of this video, we said we ask ourselves, who am I? And by answering those questions with a positive self-concept, aligning yourself in your mind, you visualize, okay, this version of myself, they are confident. So I am confident. What image did you get in your mind that aligns with you being confident? Then you can go on Pinterest, search confident ladies, search confident men, and put them on your vision board with the actual text saying, I am confident.
Yes, so here is an example. I'll put it on the screen so that you can properly see. But something so simple like this can have such a significant impact on you. So this is a lady and she has all her affirmations around her. So what we would recommend is getting a picture of yourself, a picture that you really love of yourself, where you enjoy looking at it, it makes you happy, it makes you feel your highest self.
And if you don't have a picture of yourself yet, just take another photo rather.
Yeah, don't look for excuses. And then you put all your affirmations around there and then that's it.
You'll start seeing results as soon as you start believing. The more you reaffirm it by verbally speaking this, your subconscious mind is getting reprogrammed.
Yes.
Your paradigm is shaping your reality, because then you'll start having new habits of not tolerating less than. Confidence comes with boldness. You'll start speaking to people in a way where you command respect. They'll understand that this is another level of an individual that we once knew. They are speaking at a higher state, and I love this. So you'll start seeing that things will align with who you say you are, and it's just a matter of time before at the end of the year or even in the first month you realize that you've got maybe even half your vision board manifested. It works. Another thing I just want to add on is that even if you might not just want an image of yourself with the affirmations around you, you can use this example where you have all different images of what you would desire of being who you are. So you have your affirmations and then the images that represent that affirmation in your life. Look at it, place it in a place where you're going to see it every single day, even multiple times a day. Put it as your wallpaper on your phone.
Yes.
It's as simple as that. It's really not complicated. This whole business of a vision board, you need to do this and that, crop out your face and put it onto someone else's body. That's great, but I believe at your core, if you're not really believing that you are capable of being this version of yourself that you desire, it's never gonna happen.
Yeah, because it's all about what you believe. And this takes audacity, this takes boldness, because now you are actually going away from the crowd, away from what everybody else is doing and has done with the typical vision board. But I promise you, the risk is worth it. And essentially, when you focus on being, you will see actually more results come into your life.
And if you have to print your vision board, don't mind who is seeing your vision board. At the end of the day, it's your life. Do you care about
they not supplying oxygen
so and so from the printer store who is going to then like make maybe a random comment or ask you a stupid question or make a facial expression that makes you feel shy? Don't care about them. At the end of the day, this is your life. We are living our lives and we are reinventing ourselves. So every single thing that we do to get us to our reinvented self is gold. Nothing can compare to that, and nothing and nobody should stand in your way. Otherwise, kick them out. Thank you so much for listening and watching, and we'll see you in our next video. Happy New Year. Blessed New Year.
Happy New Year.
You are amazing. Stay blessed.
Bye.